Let's go courtside to Darren Douglas.
Over here with Paul Lawrence Dunbar head coach Nick Runyon. And, Coach, your opponent tonight, you're very familiar with. You saw him a couple of weeks ago, and they posed some matchup problems for you, but you guys were able to win in Versailles.
Yeah, there were some issues with Delaney. She's a good player. She is a matchup problem. But we have a couple of big bodies. We're able to rotate in on her. And then, we were able to pull away in the second half.
Got some big ball games in the district play from, of course, Cecil, your Miss Basketball candidate. She had 35 against Woodford in the first contest, but Fullwood and Ellison Coons came along for you in the postseason tournament.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's really stepping their level up right now. Our girls are really focused. They're hungry. They want to play. They want to continue to play. We talked about playing like there's no tomorrow. They know what's at stake.
Bigger environment, bigger floor. How might this affect your team?
I don't know. I mean, we've played on college courts before. Played in the Lexington Catholic tournament. That's a big court. So I think we'll be okay.
Give me one big key to tonight's ball game.
Defense. We've been stressing defense the last month of the season. Defense and rebounding, limiting our turnovers. We take care of the ball, and we do well defensively. We're able to control the pace of the game. Of course, limiting our turnovers means that we're not giving the ball away for free. So,
Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Coach Nick Runyon of Dunbar will have Coach Steve Jaco of Woodford County. Gary?
Thank you very much, Darren Douglas. It is Dunbar and Woodford County. Woodford County comes in 18-14 under Steve Jaco, and Nick Runyon, the head coach of Paul Lawrence Dunbar. They're 21-9. I saw a lot of Dunbar over in the 43rd District. Julie Muntz joins me, and Julie, they've got Michaela Cecil, who's a Miss Basketball finalist.
That's always good when you have a Miss Basketball finalist on your team, so they're expecting big numbers for her, and I would look for her to score and be able to lead this team.
And that big girl inside he was talking about, Coach Runyon, is Delaney Enlow. She averages a double-double. She's a 6-foot sophomore, and she is a load down there.
Oh, absolutely. And what I like about this too, Gary, is you got a lot of size. You got versus a lot of guard play too, so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, you got Cheyenne Fullwood, the junior for Dunbar. All she did in the district tournament, she hit her first 9 shots, and then she finally missed a shot on her 10th shot.
Wow, that's pretty impressive, Gary. I mean, when you shoot like that, it just makes your coaching day easy.
And Darren Douglas is courtside with Steve Jaco of Woodford County, and we'll go over to Darren.
Here with Woodford County head coach Steve Jaco in his first year. And, Coach, you told me the other night you wanted to see what the 11th region was like in your first year. Give me your first quick impressions of that.
Very competitive. I mean, you look up across and down the board, and like I said, we talked about first region. You got about a 4 or 5 there in the top tier. But here in the 11th region throughout, I mean, you better be ready to play every night. And I think that's why this tournament is so important and why it's so enjoyable to watch, because it's going to be competitive.
Coach, you played Dunbar just about a week and a half ago. You lose at home by 11. The game was close throughout. The difference in the ballgame really was Michaela Cecil, a matchup problem for you tonight, although you do pose some matchup problems for them. How do you handle Cecil?
She's a special player, no doubt about it. She creates her own shots. She comes off screens real well. She reads. And just a smart, intelligent player. Best thing you can do, Coach, is try to contain her. I mean, you're not going to stop her. Just contain her and try to keep her under 15 or 16 points, and hopefully the other girls don't pick up the slack.
Coach, you had a tough championship game against Franklin County. Very emotional, a lot of energy, real close ball game. How do you turn your team around from that emotion to now the 11th region tournament? How do you do that?
Well, we know that Franklin's a tough team, and we had our chances in that. I think what we started, we haven't played our best game. We played some good games, we played some tough competition, and got close kind of in the fourth quarter. We've kind of faded some, but we're going to try to do some things different tonight. Hopefully we'll have that fade and keep some fresh legs out there. But, that's the main thing for us. If we can get to that fourth quarter and get it close, we've got to be able to tough it out and play hard.
One thing you're getting, though, that you didn't get in the first matchup against Dunbar is more offensive production from your point guard, Peyton Rose.
It is, and that's important. And Peyton, when I first got here, the role of the point guard, and that's to be my point guards have to be the best defender out there and push the basketball and distribute it. And she took that role on. Didn't want her to slow down on her shooting as much as trying to score, but she has picked that up, and that's an added value for us, no doubt.
Give me one quick key to tonight's ball game.
I think it's going to be a lot of the transition baskets. They like to get out and run, and we do too. We want to get the ball in definitely Delaney. If we can do that on a consistent basis, if they're able to prevent us to do that, we're going to have some issues that we're going to have to really attack the basket. Another thing is, we got to, their best player, we got to try to keep her under the wraps.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you, man.
Coach Steve Jaco of Woodford County, Gary and Julie, and we expect a good ball game.
Yeah.
And hey, we got two of the top scorers in the region right here tonight. Delaney Lowe, Woodford County, Michaela Cecil of Dunbar.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that matchup. Michaela averages 25 points, and Delaney Enlow averages 16 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double machine for Woodford County, the Lady Jackets under Steve Jaco, and Nick Runyon, the coach of Paul Lawrence Dunbar. We'll step out. We want to thank Roberts Insurance. Roberts Insurance, they're on Main Street here in Richmond, Kentucky, and they insure 3/4 of this great state of Kentucky. Bob Roberts Insurance. Give them a call over there at Bob Roberts. This is Gary Ball with Julie Muntz and William Warfield with Darren Douglas on the sideline. We got Dunbar and Woodford County. We'll be back after this timeout for more pregame action.
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
This is where it all started. Right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
We're back at Paul S. McBrayer Arena on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University, the site of the girls' 11th Region Basketball Tournament. It's Paul Lawrence Dunbar and Woodford County. They'll do battle in the second game tonight. Scott County, they won rather easily in that first matchup.
Oh, it was very easy, and they ran right through Southern. But, give Southern some credit. It seems like they have a young team, and, they like to shoot a lot of outside shots. But, they were really no matchup for
Scott County.
Thank you. It's been a long day, Gary.
Yeah, I know. And Dunbar comes in here 21-9 with a 21 season. Every, high school, college coach, when you have a 20-21 game, winning season, you feel like you've had a successful season.
Oh, absolutely. And what I like about that team, they're so balanced and athletic. So this team can do a lot with what they have as far as their weapons on their team.
Tomorrow night, Franklin County, the defending 11th Region champs, will take on a good Henry Clay Ball Club. you'll have that game, I believe.
Absolutely, and I can't wait.
And then the second game, Madison Central will take on Lafayette. That should be a good ball game, and we're looking forward to those two tilts tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's going to be a great matchup, and I love this atmosphere, and I'm just glad that EKU hosts this, and it's just a great environment to prepare for the. It's good for the girls to get on the college court and prepare for what's about to happen at Northern Kentucky, where they're going to host the state tournament, and it's just a great environment and atmosphere to get that college level court experience.
You heard when Darren Douglas talked to Steve Jaco, he really emphasized the upstart Peyton Rose, that she's really coming on as a scorer here, the point guard for Woodford County, and that's what they're going to need tonight against Michaela Cecil, Elise Ellison Combs, and Peyton Humphreys, and Cheyenne Fullwood, and Aya Cotton for Dunbar.
Oh, absolutely, and as Coach Jaco stresses, that has to be the coach on the floor, and he's getting more production, as he said, out of the point guard. So it's really Rose, and it's very important for her to convey the coaching to get everybody else involved, so everybody can get their offense going and so on.
And Delana Enlow, down low, she's such a force. A double-double average. She averages 16 points, 10 rebounds. But I tell you what, Nia Jaco at times this year has had 18 rebounds. So back and forth they went on who holds the school record for rebounds, Jaco and Enlow. Enlow's had 17, 18 rebounds in a game, and then Jaco's had 17, 18 rebounds.
I like it when your team stresses rebounds, and that creates second chance opportunities, and also if it's defensively starting the fast break, it's a lot easier to get points off the fast break. As opposed to slowing down your offense. But it's really good that these girls have a knack for the ball, and it's almost like they're like a rebounding magnet. So it's important to stress that as a coach.
And Dunbar is in this game because the first time in 5 years they were able to knock off Lafayette in the district championship and defeat Allie Denton's basketball team, and they did it 65-56, and I was there. It was pretty convincing fashion, really.
Oh, yes, and again, you'll never know coming out of the 11th region and these districts that it's so competitive. It's everything is a dogfight from the start of the year to the end of the year. So it's definitely proves to show how stacked and loaded the 11th region is. And
Woodford County, they've got some other scorers too. We talked about Ellison Coons for Dunbar. They've got Abby Moffitt, who averages 11 points a game. Abby Hudson averages 9 points a game. So they got some other prolific scorers as well. Yes, and what I like about that, it's so balanced, and you just don't have to rely on just one person. They have a balance of scoring and the rebounding and the defensive effort that they put out there on the floor is excellent. We'll be able to tell right from the start, Julie, this 11th region game on this college floor, it's a bigger floor. We'll be able to tell who's got the jitters and who gets them out of their system a little bit quicker. We'll be able to tell that right off the bat. Oh, absolutely, and it's obvious, though, and when you have the longer floor, the players aren't used to that. So I would say that they've only played on a college floor throughout their season, probably only once, maybe if they're lucky twice at a Christmas tournament, but that floor is definitely going to play a factor. 94 feet does make a difference. Oh, yes, it does. That extra 10 feet really sometimes causes you to gas. And when you have to extend your press and your traps and everything, so it does wear players out a little bit quicker. I'm anxious to see Michaela Cecil on this college floor. She is outstanding, averaging 25 points. The thing you'll love about Michaela Cecil, she shoots 86% from free throw line. That's deadly, and that's they don't call it free throws for nothing. Right. So, you got to pick up every point that you can. And, she probably doesn't come off the floor much either. So you've got to be able to rest on the foul line and be able to pick up as many points as you can as well. Let's go courtside with a public address announcer.
Kentucky University for 11th Region girls basketball action. Tonight's game features from the 43rd District the Paul Lawrence Dunbar Lady Bulldogs, and from the 41st District the Woodford County Lady Yellow Jackets. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for Woodford County. Starting at guard, a senior number 10, Peyton Rose. At guard, a junior number 11, Nia Jaco. At guard, a sophomore number 14, Abby Hudson. At guard, a sophomore number 24, Abby Moffitt. And at forward, a sophomore, number 54, Delaney Enlow. The Lady Yellow Jackets are coached by Steve Jaco. And now the starting lineup for the Lady Bulldogs of Paul Lawrence Dunbar. Starting at guard, a freshman, number 5, Elise Ellison-Coons. At guard, a junior, number 20, Cheyenne Fullwood. At guard, a senior, number 21, Peyton Humphreys. At guard, a senior, number 23, Michaela Cecil. And at guard, a senior, number 24, Anaya Cotton. The Lady Bulldogs are coached by Nick Runyon.
Starting lineups, Gary and Julie, you should have a good one on your hands.
Thank you very much, Darren Douglas. He was courtside with a public address announcer, Keith Hardiman, and it is Dunbar and Woodford County. As we said, it'll be Hudson, Rose, Enlow, Jaco, and Moffitt for Woodford, Cecil, Ellison-Coons, Humphreys, Fullwood, and Cotton for Paul Lawrence Dunbar. 21-9, Woodford 18 wins on the season, and they are district runner-up coming in here.
Oh, yes, and by the way, you can throw the records out the door right now because here you are in regional tournament starting back 0-0, and anything could happen, and it's just exciting to see, you know, what is going to transpire here.
Jumping up, it'll be Elise Ellison-Coons, the freshman. She'll go up against Delaney Enlow, the 6-foot sophomore for Woodford County. They're in their dark uniforms and Dunbar in the white. Tap is up. Enlow wins the tap, and coming down there with it, Enlow. She gives it over to Hudson. Hudson stops, gives it back out to Peyton Rose. Rose skips it over to Moffitt. Moffitt now looking at that man-to-man, penetrates, top of the key. He's going to hand it off now to Peyton Rose. Works down the left elbow. Now it comes back to Hudson into the paint, and Enlow up and in.
Excellent passing by Woodford County as the big girl put 2 in.
2-0 Jackets on top, and Dunbar comes with a basketball. Cotton gives it to Peyton Humphreys. To the basket, throws it up. Enlow right there, pulls it out of there. Enlow gives now to Hudson. Hudson crossover dribble. He's going to bounce it over the right side to Moffitt. Moffitt lets it fly in and out. Had a good look there, Julie.
Oh, absolutely.
2-0 Yellow Jackets. Lady Jackets 7-10. And here's the three-pointer by Cecil.
Cecil getting hot quick from the three-point line.
3-2 Dunbar on Michaela Cecil's three-pointer. Full court press by Paul Lawrence Dunbar. Hudson in the middle to Enlow. Back over to Moffitt. Moffitt swings it back out now to Rose. Over it goes to Hudson. Hudson trying to go down to Enlow. She maneuvers, lays it up and in. Boy, she went right around him.
She diced right through the middle and put her body in excellent position to score 2.
4-3. Woodford County on top. Dunbar has the basketball, and that's Cotton. She comes over to Ellison-Coons. They swing it over to Cecil. Back around they go. Over to Cheyenne Fullwood. And there's a three-pointer by Elise Coons. Won't go. Tapped out by Fullwood. It'll go to Woodford County. They're on top, 4-3.
Actually, Woodford County is doing an excellent job dominating on the inside. And I really like the play of number 54.
Yeah, Enlow.
Enlow, and it's just she is doing a super job in the interior.
And Woodford County doing a good job getting her to basketball. Good pass down low, and the shot won't go there for Jaco. Battle on the floor. Enlow comes down with it, and we're going to have white basketball. Jump ball. They're going to give it to Paul Lawrence Dunbar. 4-3. Yellow Jackets on top here at the 11th Region Basketball Tournament. Gary Ball with Julie Muntz and William Warfield, Darren Douglas. Across the line, Cotton. Kicks it over the right side to give it to Michaela Cecil. She already hit a three, goes baseline, cut off. Now she gives it back out now to Cotton. Fullwood. Over it comes now to Ellison-Coons. She's the younger sister of Kiara Pankins.
Oh, excellent lineage of basketball there.
15-footer, got it!
Good heads-up
right on
play.
cue. Right on cue, she knocks down a 15-foot jumper.
Yes.
5-4 Dunbar on top of the Lady Jackets. Abby Moffitt kicks it over now. They give it up baseline, and it's going to be a out of bounds. It's going to be Jaco dribbling it out of bounds. Turn it over to Dunbar. They lead 5-4.
Woodford County is doing an excellent job passing, taking their time, and trying to find the seam that they just couldn't connect that time.
That's true. They have found Enlow twice, and she has scored twice. 5-4. In the middle, they go to Peyton Humphreys, out to Michaela Cecil. Jumps it back over to Cotton. Cotton goes over to Fullwood, about an 18-footer off the mark. Peyton Humphreys battling, gets her offensive rebound. Gets it back over to Fullwood. Out it comes to Michaela Cecil. Over goes Fullwood, high arcing three, bullseye.
Nice, beautiful rotation on the shot there.
8-4. Dunbar on top of Woodford County Lady Jackets. Rose, they come over to Moffitt. Moffitt, she's hammered there. Pick your poison.
She was not going to make that shot, Gary.
But she was hammered.
Yes, she was.
And she'll go to the line and shoot two.
I guess when your coaches say make sure she does not score on that play, she did.
The foul went on Cotton. That's her first. Free throw, no good there for Abby Moffitt. She's normally a pretty good free throw shooter. 8-4. Yellow Jackets can cut it to 3. 4:41 in the first. Moffitt rolls it in there.
A lot of iron on the shot.
But she got the kind roll. 8-5.
Absolutely.
4:38 here in the first. Across the line. And Cotton with it out front. She's going to direct traffic into this 2-3 zone
Being
defense.
patient.
They got a trailer on Cecil there. Here's Elise Coons throwing it up from the right side. Won't go. And Delaney will rebound, and she'll throw it away.
The guards have to do a better job doing a fish hook, which means coming back to the ball and curling, and they're just not giving Enlow an opportunity to give a nice outlet pass.
Dunbar just 3 for 7 from the field, 2 for 4 Woodford County. 8-5. Dunbar on top, 4:15. They kick it in the corner to Fullwood. Fullwood right elbow, comes back out to Cotton, top of the circle, back over to Fullwood, lets a three rip and got it again.
Second one in a row.
She's got 2 threes, and it's 11-5 Dunbar.
Fullwood is feeling it.
Moffitt back to give it over to Jaco. She's got an open lane, drives down, lays it up and in.
Excellent
Jaco.
passing clinic by Woodford County. I love their passing.
11-7 on the Jaco lay-in. Boy, she just took it right to the rack. Nobody stopped her. Got to stop her.
You got to do what you got to do.
3:37 to go in the first quarter. Gary Ball with Julie Muntz and William Warfield. Darren Douglas, our sideline reporter. He does it all. Cecil lets a three rip. She made one. Miss Alvin Delaney, I think, tapped it out of bounds.
Yes, 54 for Woodford County.
Delaney Enlow, yep.
She's got to do a better job. I don't think she was ready to rebound, but she's got to go up there and rip those down.
Yep. Here's Elise Coons with that three-pointer, won't go. Cotton with the rebound, taps it to herself. Back it goes Fullwood, and she throws it up. No, Enlow battling, and Elise Coons there sticks it up and in. Allison Coons.
She did a great job by sticking with it and getting the offensive board.
Allison Coons makes it 13-7. Dunbar by 6. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Moffitt takes it down the right side of the dribble. Back out it comes now to Rose. Down low, and there's a shot put up, and it won't go for Jaco, but she drew the foul.
It looks like they're going to put this on Cotton again.
That's her second if they do.
Yeah.
So Cotton.
Looks like she's going to have to take a seat right now.
Cotton just picked up her second. She'll go to the Dunbar bench with 2:52 in the first quarter.
Looks like we got number 42 replacing her, Janae Stevenson.
Yep, Stevenson in the game. Jaco made the free throw, by the way. That's her third point of the game. 13-8, and she makes it 13-9. Good free throw shooter. Jaco. 13-9. 4-point lead for Dunbar. 2:48 here in the first quarter from Paul S. McBrayer Arena on the campus of Eastern Kentucky, the 11th Region Girls. Peyton Humphreys goes baseline. Enlow, they're dogging her defensively and taps it out. Enlow's playing some good defense, keeping her ground, but she's got to grab the basketball.
Oh, absolutely. But, you know, the good thing is she's taking up good space and taking away the lane, the driving lane. So that's been tough for Dunbar to get around.
Allison Coons, they go over to Michaela Cecil out to Fullwood. Peyton Humphreys. Down they go. Janae Stevenson throws it up. That's a hook shot, no good. And coming down there with it, Peyton Rose. Ball on the ground. Dunbar gets it. They get it back to Allison Coons. She drives, and she's going to be fouled.
Excellent heads-up play by Allison Coons by driving it hard to the basket to draw the foul.
13-9. Dunbar by 4. 2:19 in the first.
Still got a great game. I mean, a lot of action happening.
Elise Allison Coons, she averages nearly a double-double. That's her 5th point of the game. But the big story here is Cheyenne Fullwood, because she has 2 3-pointers, 2 for 2 behind the arc.
Yeah, and I just love the way she shoots the ball, too. It's just beautiful rotation. She squares her shoulders up and shoots perfect.
I told you about that district game, Chad. She had her first 9 shots before she missed. Coming over to Moffitt, baseline, kicks it out. Shot put up, and it rolls in there, and that's for Moffitt, Abby Moffitt.
Moffitt did a great heads-up play by driving it to the basket.
Check that. That was Hudson, I believe. Yep, Hudson with the basket. Yep. The other way, and that shot won't go, and Elise Ellison Combs, and she's throwing it away, and there comes Woodford County, 15-11. Left side it goes to Hudson. Down low, Delaney, high off glass, put it down.
That's automatic for
Enlow.
Enlow, yes.
Delaney, Enlow, 15-13. Delaney going to war down there.
They haven't stopped her yet, so that's, 3 in a row in the paint?
3 in a row. She's got 6. Enlow with 6. It's 15-13.
Fullwood.
3-pointer, good.
Wow, we were just talking about that, Gary.
She's 3 for 3 behind the arc.
And I think Woodford's going to have to extend that zone out a little bit deeper for her.
Over it comes now to Moffitt. Back out it comes to Peyton Rose. They give it up to Hudson. Hudson goes to Jaco. Back to Delaney. Back out it comes now to Rose. Rose penetrates, and she is going to be fouled by Michaela Cecil. Cecil will pick up the personal foul, and that will send Woodford to the free throw line, and that'll send Peyton Rose up there, her chance to score her first point of the ball game. 18-13 Dunbar. 57 seconds here in the first quarter. Peyton Rose, senior, at the line. 18-14. She nails it. Woodford County's Delaney Enlow goes to the bench. Looks like Kayla Harlow coming in for her.
Yeah, we have 57 seconds left. I guess they're going to rest her till the end of the quarter and then put her back in to give a quick blow for her.
Free throw, both are good. Outstanding free throw shooting there by Peyton Rose, and it's 18-15.
Perhaps a ball game might come down to free throw shooting.
Yep. Harlow in there for Delaney Enlow. Michaela Cecil, top of the key. Right side it goes. Ellison Coons. It took the world tour and came out. Battle on the floor picked up by Jaco with 32 seconds here. Woodford can tie with a 3-pointer or cut it down with a field goal. They're down 18-15. Over it goes to Hudson. Hudson dribbling down, doing her Curly Neal imitation.
Hey.
With Peyton Rose to the basket, throws it up, no. And there's Harlow putting it up, and had it gone in, it would have hit turned up on the rim, and it wouldn't go for Kayla Harlow, but she'll go to the line and shoot a couple.
What I like about Kayla Harlow is she's so tall, long, and lean.
Yeah.
She did an excellent job by keeping her ball above the head and not bringing the ball down, so that was a bonus for Woodford County.
Harlow's 6'1". Free throw, rain shot, back of the rim.
That's a high arc on the free throw.
High arc, that's a rainbow shot. Look how high this ceiling is at Eastern Kentucky. Man, oh man, it's a high ceiling.
Yeah.
So Harlow with the second free throw to try to make it 18-16, and she nearly drew rain on that, and it goes in.
Wow, what a shot.
18-16, 13 seconds here for Dunbar, and Cheyenne Fullwood, who has been sensational with 3 3-pointers here, goes over to Ellison Coons. She drives in, throws it up off glass, good.
What an excellent shot by Ellison Coons as she really concentrated to put that ball and laid in.
What a first quarter of action, 20-16 Dunbar, as we got a look at that shot again there by Ellison Coons. Drives to the basket, put it off the glass, and went down. We'll be back with Dunbar on top, 20-16, here on the White Greer Maggard High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Lexington Women's Health is an all-female OBGYN practice in Lexington made up of board-certified obstetricians, gynecologists, certified nurse midwives, and physician assistants. We are supported by a well-trained and compassionate staff. We work as a team to attend to each of our patients as if they were our sisters, friends, or neighbors. We have experience, both professional and personal, to help you through almost any situation. Chances are, whatever you face, we've been there. Visit LexingtonWomens.com for more information.
My tax refund usually helps me out, but this year it was much lower than what it was supposed to be. This isn't enough to get me caught up. What am I supposed to do?
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. The consultation is free in Lexington and now in London.
Delaney Enlow, who had 6 points in the first quarter of action. She has 1,255 points for her career, 1,054 rebounds.
That's a workhorse.
That's a lot. She's got the basketball, top of the key, penetrates, backs in, turns around, and short, and rebounded, coming out there with it. Dunbar has brought in Brooke Hill, a 5'11 senior. Hill in there for Dunbar. She didn't play at all in the district tournament. Right side it goes Cheyenne Footwell. She didn't miss a three. Did we say that now? She hasn't missed
She hadn't missed
a
a
jumper.
shot.
She's 4 for 4, 3 for 3 from three, and it's 22-16 Dunbar leading Woodford County.
I really like Fullwood's skills. She brings a lot to the table here.
She got some skills. Rose. Over now to Hudson, looking for Moffitt, cutting through. Now goes out top Delaney. Boy, they move that ball well, don't they?
They do. They share
go
the
down
ball
low,
well.
and there's a turnaround and shot put up and in by Hudson, Abby Hudson.
And by sharing the ball well, good things happen, and it makes the defense over rotate.
Ellison Coons goes to Hall. She's looking back out. It goes Elise Ellison Coons, free throw line jumper. That's no good. Rebounded by Delaney Enlow. She gives now left side to Hudson. Skips it over to Moffitt. Moffitt moves in on Michaela Cecil, trying to clear her out. Now goes to Hudson. Hudson in the paint, puts it up. No good. Rebounded. And a shot put up and in. It counts for Delaney Enlow.
Enlow doing an excellent job sticking with the shot and put it in for the and one.
We're going to take a look at that again, of that great offensive rebound.
And again, she is definitely dominating on the inside.
8 points for Delaney Enlow. Missed the free throw, but rebounded and put up, and it rolls in there, and that was Moffitt.
All tied up, Gary.
We're tied at 22, 6:19. Right side, Peyton Humphreys won't go. Long rebound, skips it over to Cheyenne Fullwood. Good place to go with it, and she finally missed and rebounded by Enlow. Enlow gives now to Rose. Rose wanting to push it. Rose in the front court. Gives over to Moffitt. Has it partially blocked. Hall grabs it out of there. And she gives now to Michaela Cecil. Cecil runs the floor in the middle. Gives it over. Peyton Humphreys. Put it up and in.
Excellent assist by Michaela Cecil. She found her teammate in for two.
Showing she's got passing skills as well to go with that 25-point
The girl's
average.
got it all.
Miss Basketball finalist Michaela Cecil. 24-22. Dunbar on top of Woodford County. 5:38 here in the first half. From McBrayer Arena, Eastern Kentucky. Goes big girl. She throws it up and she draws a foul. That's Harlow. So Harlow will get a couple of more free throws here to draw rain. She's got a high arc on that free throw.
And not only that, what strikes me as interesting is this girl, she's what, 6'1"?
Yeah.
But they say her reach goes beyond 6'4". So she's got a real long reach on her, which is just phenomenal, taking up space on the defense.
And you see that high arcing free throw, and she hits the front of the iron, and it's no good. And Enlow says, come on. You can do it, Kayla. 24-22, we got ourselves a good one here. 5:31 in the first half. Second one, and no good. Rebounded by Cheyenne Fullwood. Fullwood leads everybody with 11, and there's Michaela Cecil. That won't go, and rebounded by Harlow. Harlow gives to Rose. Woodford can tie on this trip, take the lead with the three. That's Peyton Rose with it out front. Rose working on Michaela Cecil, putting it down on the dribble. Rose toward the basket, cut off. hands it back, and there's a high arcer. That won't go. There's Enlow, and what they call?
I think Enlow just kind of pushed before she got the rebound, so that was a great, excellent call by the referee. That they spotted that.
That's the first on Enlow.
But then again, I do like the way how hard Enlow works in the middle.
Yep. Cheyenne Fullwood leads everybody with 11. Delaney Enlow has 8 for Woodford County. It's 24-22 with 4:55 here in the first half from the girls' 11th region. Fullwood hands it now to Elise Ellison-Coons. She goes over to Peyton Humphreys, over to Hall. Hall just swing it back out. Come out now to Fullwood. Cheyenne with 4:40. I like that name, Cheyenne Fullwood. Sounds like a basketball
player. That's
player.
just star quality right there.
It's star quality. Down low to Hall. She doesn't know what. Now kicks it back out to Humphreys. Here's Ellison-Coons. Back to Humphreys. Free throw line jumper, good.
Excellent job by Paul Lawrence Dunbar by sharing the rock.
Yep. Passed it out to Peyton Humphreys, and boy, that mid-range jumper, that's a lost art.
It is, Gary. You're right. And they just do an excellent job finding the seams in the defense.
26-22. Woodford County has it. Abby Hudson comes out top to Jaco. Over they go Rose, back down to Hudson, put it up and in. Hudson's got 6.
Yeah, she did a phenomenal job by a little pump fake to get the girl up in the air.
Quickly the other way, Peyton Humphreys down to Coons. Back now it goes now to Cheyenne Fullwood, spinning like a top out the top of the circle. Woodford County, they got a box and a chaser going on with Shayla Cecil. Hall turns, misses, rebounded, and coming out there with it is Moffitt. They can tie here, Julie. 3:35. In the corner goes. Three-pointer off the mark, but Jaco tracks it down. Jaco goes down to Enlow. She turns on Hall and scores.
The Beast scores again in the middle.
10 for Delaney Enlow. And we're tied at 26. That's our second tie, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right, Gary.
Ties 2, so we got 2 ties, 3 lead changes. Shayla Cecil runner, good. That's what Miss Basketball needs to do.
And again, she does an excellent job finding the seam to have that nice jump shot.
28-26, Dunbar by 2, 2:58. Peyton Rose said we want to run number 2. Number 2 is they get it over to Hudson. She goes baseline on Fullwood. Trying to come out now to Moffitt. Moffitt puts down the dribble. Is going to hand it now to Peyton Rose. Rose working on Cecil. Gives it over now to Hudson. Hudson out top to Jaco. Over they swing it down to Rose. Out top Moffitt. Open from 3. Lets it fly in front of the rim. No. Rebounded to try to dump it down to Enlow. She taps it back out. And they get it out to Moffitt. Goes back down to Enlow. And she's going to kick it back out to Rose with 2:20. 2 minutes and 18 seconds here in the first. And Woodford County trying to tie the game up here. Rose goes over to Moffitt. Moffitt down low to Enlow. Turns, Enlow, and it rolls in there. Nice touch by Delaney Enlow.
What an excellent job isolating the girl on the inside.
Delaney Enlow now, I tell you what, she's 6 for 6 from the field. She has 12 points. She hasn't missed. Down low, Hall, and puts up and in.
Great job by Hall with the concentration, putting it in for 2.
Oh, Brooke Hill, excuse me. That was Brooke Hill.
Sorry, Gary.
Brooke Hill there for Dunbar. She didn't play in the district tournament, didn't even get in. I don't know where she's come from.
She's been a factor here.
She has been a factor. Brooke Hill. Down low, Delaney Enlow. Out goes left side. That shot won't go, and Brooke Hill there to grab it. 30-28 Dunbar. Down low they go. Cheyenne Fullwood puts off glass. No. Peyton Humphreys going to knock it out of bounds with 1:16. Finally, we're going to get the 2 substitutions for Dunbar. They've been over there for about 2 minutes.
Back and forth, back and forth. It's a lot of running up and down the court.
In the game will be Janae Stevenson and the other Cecil, Tanea Cecil, the younger sister of Michaela Cecil. She's in the ball game. 1:10 here, 30-28. Dunbar on top of Woodford County. Here's it slapped away by Fullwood. Michaela Cecil's got a 2-on-1. Cecil left side, throws it up, off balance, no good. Fullwood grabs, turns that way, and Peyton Humphreys. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul called on Woodford County.
Excellent job by number 21, Humphreys, as she grabbed the offensive rebound to try to kick it out, but she was fouled on that.
11 of 20 from the field for Woodford.
12
of 32 for Dunbar. Cecil might have got away with a walk, won't go. Peyton Humphrey's there. And Enlow just grabbed the ball, and a jump ball's called, but it's going to go back to Dunbar.
Excellent call with the referee crew. They were right on it, but it was definitely, there was nowhere to shoot the ball right into the girl's hands.
She just put her hands straight up.
Yes, she did.
Blocked the ball. Fullwood comes over to Cecil. They go to Michaela Cecil. Back it comes to Tanea Cecil. She moves in a little bit. Now gives it back. Michaela launches a three. Back of the rim, no. Rebounded by her little sister. Kicks it out to Peyton Humphrey. Tries to go to Cheyenne Fullwood. She's going to bring it back out and reset the offense. 24 seconds to go. They're going to take the last shot.
I would take it all the way down to the end.
Yeah, Dunbar up by 2, 30-28. They're going to take the last shot here down to 16 seconds here in the first half. Against Woodford County, it's been a good one. Michaela Cecil pounds it down to 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Looks for a pick. Cecil gives in the corner to Tanea Cecil. Spinning, 2 seconds. Kicks it over to Fullwood. She launches, and it won't go, but it would have counted, I think. I think she got it off in time. So 30-28. Julie Muntz, it's been a really good first half of basketball.
Oh, absolutely. I love the way they push the ball at the floor. Both teams are really into it. I mean, they got a lot of good stuff happening with, we got Enlow dominating on the inside, but then you got down here, Paul Lawrence Dunbar, their seams and taking those jump shots are just phenomenal.
It's 30-28. Dunbar by 2, leading Woodford County. We'll come back into halftime, and Darren Douglas will have all the halftime numbers for you here, and special guests. They'll break down the first half. It's 30-28. Dunbar on top of Woodford County.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
At White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, we believe that greatness is in the details. Each decision we make is for the benefit of our patients and our community. This means using industry-leading technology to help you achieve your goals and uncover your perfect smile. Our precision and efficiency results in an experience that is both pleasurable and affordable. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, applying precision and elegance to your smile.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's is a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
Welcome back to Eastern Kentucky University's home gym, Paul S. McRae Arena Alumni Coliseum here in Richmond. Darren Douglas, Julie Muntz going to take you through halftime here. Gary Ball going to rest that golden voice of his.
Oh, yes. The golden boy, Gary Ball.
The golden boy, the golden voice.
You got to rest that voice.
Yeah, I have a little fraud. I have this congestion stuff that's just driving me crazy this whole month of February. But Julia, we thought this would be an entertaining game tonight. It has been that. We have put a video highlight footage together, the 2 leading scorers for either ball club. We'll start with Michaela Cecil of Dunbar.
Michaela Cecil, I mean, she's kind of like a silent leader, Darren. She does a great job of getting her teammates involved. They pass really well on the perimeter, and they find that open jump shot. They just do a phenomenal job, and there's no wonder why she's up for a candidate of Miss Basketball.
Julie and I talk. You'll see some highlights of Michaela here. She only has 5 points right now, but it's been one of those situations where she's got a lot of shots.
He said he's watching, and Brooke Hill, that big girl that came in, she's signed to play softball at BYU.
Wow. So we're talking about Michaela Cecil right now. We'll get to that bit of note that just came across to Gary Ball here. But now, Michaela, she's one of those guards, though, that kind of makes everybody else better with balls off the dribble.
All right, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about Enlow on the other team.
Delaney Enlow, the
wow.
big sophomore center, who's not a very bad softball player either. Here in a couple.
And you said sophomore?
Sophomore,
Are
6
you kidding
foot tall.
me, Darren?
No, sir. Or no, ma'am, I should say. Excuse
That's
me.
okay. But I was so impressed by how smooth and how stellar she is on the interior.
Got great footwork.
Oh, and her technique is just great in what she does on the interior. And I really like what she has to offer this team.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, she is a better passer than she's given credit for from the post position. That's tough to do.
Well, she's doing soft touch on the turnaround, and she's doing great job keeping the ball high so nobody can get a hold of it. But she does a great job posting up for her shots, and it really uses her body well, and that's what it makes her really tough to defend.
She has an outside shot of becoming Woodford County's all-time leading scorer by the time she's done.
Wow.
She's about 200 rebounds away from the all-time leading rebounder in Woodford County history. But a lady by the name that went to Morehead State as well, Priscilla Blackford.
Oh, yes. I did not know that. Priscilla was a great athlete, and she did an excellent job at Morehead.
If she ever got serious about any kind of sport, it would have been scary.
Yes, and I think she played, 2 years there at Morehead?
2 years, and then just fell out of love of playing the ball.
Yeah.
So
that's
got a great game here, though. Dunbar, Woodford County, we figured we'd have. They played a great game in Versailles about 2 weeks ago. And we also had Ellison Coons, who had a really big ball game, first half at least, for the Bulldogs. She has 8 here in the first half. A couple of rebounds, a couple of assists. So got to have somebody pick up that second and third score for Dunbar, though, for them to maybe pull this one out.
Right.
Same thing for Woodford, though.
And it looks like Woodford's going to they're trying to pack it in more in the paint. So they're it looks like Dunbar's taking their advantage of getting those open shots against that zone. So I would look for Woodford County to try to extend that zone out a little bit, because you got Fullwood is just tearing them up on the outside, as she is 3 for 3 on the three-point range. And again, their shooting does a great job for Dunbar.
Yeah, now that's one of those. I'm looking at the stats here for Fullwood: 3 of 3 from behind the arc, but only 1 of 8 from inside it. That's one of those. That's one of those stats that just kind of goes, what?
How do you explain that?
Yeah, you can't, and that's the thing. Here's the thing too. That was one thing that comes out. I mean, look at the rebounding: 18-16 in favor of the Jackets, but 12 offensive rebounds for Dunbar in that first half. That is, though, a product of the jump shot coming from behind the arc.
Yeah, and that's what Nick Runyon has stressed very much, is the defense and rebounding. They really stress their rebounding. That's what's going good for them at the moment.
It says Dunbar did not turn the ball over at all in the first half. The Jackets 6 times. Again, we had the daughter of Mark Hill, who's the strength coach at the University of Kentucky. His daughter Brooke saw some action in the first half for Dunbar. Signed to play softball at BYU.
Wow, that's a stud player when you can play multiple sports and excel in all of them.
Yeah, there's several. I know there's several on the Dunbar team that run track or play softball. Same thing for Woodford County.
And you don't see that very much, Darren, as a 2-sport, 3-sport athletes that, at least one sport dominates a lot of their time. But, it looks like these people are doing a great job sharing their athletes and, really doing a great job.
Softball will start here in a couple of weeks. I know if you're Woodford County, one of the top teams in the 11th region, they want that 4 of those 5 starters that all play softball.
Oh, I bet they do. But, Woodford County is going to make a nice run here. Yeah. And I am really excited to see how this is going to play out, because it's like a 1-2 punch that when one team does something great, the other one has an answer for it. So it's just doing an excellent job competing at this level.
Well, we're about 8 minutes away from the start of the second half. And, here's the thing, too, about this game. This game is probably going to come down to free throw shooting.
That's what I told Gary.
And neither team, though, overall through the year has been a very good free throw shooting team. However, Woodford County in their district game against Western Hills, fourth quarter, listen to this, 13 of 18 from the foul line. Down the stretch, under 3 minutes to play, 11 of 12.
Wow, that's impressive. And when your team can shoot that great, they do deserve to win.
And and Dunbar, I don't know how they did in their district game against Lafayette, but those are the games. A lot of people talk about rebounding. They talk about scoring, getting scoring from their leaders. But it's the people who are the role players, I think, too.
And the little
like
things.
Fullwood, Ellison Coons, mouth and you know, those kind of rows for Woodford County.
Yes, and then, you know, and you hit the nail on the head there, is everybody has their role out there, and not everybody can be the scorer, but then also we got people that can rebound, that can pass, and I really like the way Woodford County passes the ball on the perimeter, and they take their time to be able to shoot the ball and get the best, highest percentage shot.
Well, Julie, we're going to give ourselves a break for a minute.
Oh,
We'll
hey.
be right back and get you closed out for the halftime, get you ready for the second half of action here in just a moment. Back here at Eastern Kentucky University, halftime. Dunbar over Woodford County right now, 30-28 on PrepSpin.com.
I want to get back on the basketball court. I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 956 Kentucky charities and community events.
Employees of Whitaker Bank volunteered 14,860 hours to better our Kentucky communities.
93 nonprofits that promote diversity and inclusion in Kentucky are supported by Whitaker Bank.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
At Lexington Diagnostic Center, we love athletes.
We understand that when you are injured, the results of an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray can be the only thing keeping you off the field.
And that's what we're here for.
Same or next day appointments, front door parking, and our on-site radiologists make it easy for you to quickly get the results you and your doctor need. Call and compare prices.
We can save you hundreds of dollars.
We would love to help get you back in the game.
Lexington Women's Health is an all-female OBGYN practice in Lexington made up of board-certified obstetricians, gynecologists, certified nurse midwives, and physician assistants. We are supported by a well-trained and compassionate staff. We work as a team to attend to each of our patients as if they were our sisters, friends, or neighbors. We have experience, both professional and personal, to help you through almost any situation. Chances are, whatever you face, we've been there. Visit LexingtonWomens.com for more information.
All S, all P, all O, R T, S. Pick it up in all sports. Pick it up in all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter, locally owned and operated since 1972.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 496 Kentucky schools.
Over 282,000 students benefit from Whitaker Bank's Kentucky education initiatives.
Whitaker Bank has contributed almost $441,000 to education programs for the advancement of Kentucky's youth.
We share your passion, Kentucky.
Love the bank that loves you back.
Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
I used my credit cards over the holidays, and I thought I could make it work. But between the bills and everything else, I'm really starting to fall behind.
A lot of people out there are drowning in debt.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. You can have a brighter future away from debt.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. In Lexington and now in London.
Sitters are here. I'm ready. Okay, kids, behave.
Man to man?
I got the little guy.
Oh, did you leave cash for the pizza?
I got it.
With more features than ever.
All right, who's hungry?
Mobile banking from Central Bank lets you deposit checks, pay bills,
Okay, you're gonna get a rip screen.
send and receive funds with Pop Money, and more.
Hey.
So you can stay in the game without missing a step. Do more with mobile banking from Central Bank, official bank of UK Athletics.
Back here at Paul S. McRae Arena Alumni Gymnasium on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University. First round action of the girls' 11th region tournament. We'll have 2 more games tomorrow night. First game will be Franklin County and Henry Clay. Second game will be Lafayette, and I had a brain cramp here, Madison Central. That'll be the next 2 girls' games. Julie and I have game 1. Gary Ball and Scott True will have game 2 tomorrow night. Boys action gets underway Wednesday and Thursday with first round games. And all those games, good grief, tune in.
Goodness.
If you're not able to get over here, tune in to PrepSpin. If you are, get over here.
Oh my goodness.
4 great games.
What matchups they have.
Some games here, Julie's going across the area. First region, Graves County, where Steve Jaco used to be the head coach yet.
Okay.
They won tonight 78-9 over Hickman
Is that
County.
right?
That's correct, yep. Of course, that region may belong to Murray this year. Murray,
definitely.
A really good ball club. How about this? Bowling Green 58-43 over Barron County. Nelson County over Campbellsville 54-29 out of the 5th region.
Yeah, I guess Anthony Epps, dad of Michaela Epps.
Yep.
He got, what is it, Coach of the Year, 5th region Coach of the Year?
Yep. And let's see if we got heard there was an upset. Well, semi-upset here out of the 6th region. North Bullitt 59, Bullitt East 46. Bullitt East usually a pretty strong girls program. DuPont Manual over Assumption doesn't surprise us there. Male over Ballard as Champ Ligon moves on to the 7th region. Doesn't surprise me there with
No,
Male.
not at all. He's got such a strong team.
Of course, they got to have to maybe they're in opposite brackets of Sacred Heart. That should be a good finals right there. Wow. Actually, they're in the same bracket. They have to play each other in the next round. Excuse me for that one. Nothing really jumps out in mind here with us. Nope, Gary Ball will now join you. How about that?
I love it.
All right.
That was a long halftime. Thank you. Thank you very much, Darren Douglas.
Darren does a great job, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. It'll be Woodford County basketball. We'll give some more scores from other regional games. Woodford will start with the basketball. They've got Rose. They have Hudson and Delaney Enlow, Jaco, and Abby Moffitt in there. Rose goes over to Moffitt. Back over to Moffitt. Swings to Jaco. Baseline jumper. Good. Rattles it in.
What an excellent job by Jaco recognizing the wide open jump shot.
We're tied at 30. That's I believe our 4th tie. Yes, it is. And here's Coons, and it goes in and out. Rebounded by who else?
Enlow.
She gets a lot of rebounds. In this game, she's got 12 points and how many rebounds already? 8. It's almost got a double-double in the first half. Right side, Hudson's 3, off the iron. The iron was not kind. Here comes Dunbar. Michaela Cecil wanting to push it. Download in low, and that's blocked there as Fullwood put the shot up, but it was blocked by Woodford County. Get that out of here. 30 all.
Move that.
Hudson down low to in low, turns, and she scores.
Enlow does a phenomenal job setting her defender up and uses that body well, and she has a nice
7 for 7 from the field.
7 for 7.
Fullwood's 3, that's off the mark. There's Cotton battling, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Delaney Enlow. And we should mention that Cotton is back in there. She picked up those 2 fouls, went to the bench in the first half. 32-30, Jackets. Is this their first lead in the game? Humphreys, back door, and Elise Ellison Coons, good.
Yeah, I think you're right, Gary.
32 all, 6:18 here in the third quarter from the girls' 11th region tournament. Comes over to Hudson. She now dribbles, gives over now to right side to Moffitt. Moffitt. Back to Hudson, back to Moffitt. They swing it around to Rose. They move that ball well, don't they?
Absolutely.
Jaco, baseline, and put it up. No, tapped up. Enlow got a handle. Coming out there with it, Cotton. Cotton wanting to push it down the right side. Cotton to the basket, throws it up. Jaco blocks it and turned around, and Ellison Coons puts it up and in.
What a nice offensive rebound by Ellison Coons as she puts it in for 2.
And now Dunbar has the lead back. They've got 4 straight, 34-32. Comes over to Hudson. She almost walked to Rose. Down low to Enlow. Turning, and she banks it in. Boy, Enlow's, she's in fuego. She's on fire.
On the fire.
8 for 8 from the field. 16 points. 34 all. Michaela Cecil, great pass to Ellison Coons. And let's see who called the timeout there. Timeout on the court. 36-34. Dunbar by 2. And we'll step out here. Thanks to Roberts Insurance. Bob Roberts, they're out here on Main Street in Richmond, Kentucky. Bob Roberts Insurance. We'll be back. Yeah, we're going to take a look at that replay again.
I really like that backdoor cut of recognizing by Ellison Coons that, let's take a look on the monitor here.
Yeah, and there's Delaney Enlow with that good bank shot going glass.
Oh.
Bill Walton would be very proud.
Oh, he'd have a few things to say about her.
Goodness. He has a lot of things to say, doesn't he? He is.
He's out there.
He's definitely opinionated.
Yes.
Bill Walton. Billy's a great player, though, but I don't know what's happened to him when he got in the broadcast booth.
Yeah, and Enlow, she does a phenomenal job reading the defense, whether to go left or right, and that drop step is deadly.
Oh, yeah, deadly. She is outstanding. She's 8 for 8, 16 points. She only needs a couple of rebounds, and she'll have her average of 16 and 10.
Yes.
5:13 to go.
Definitely working.
Bulldogs 36. All that being said, 6 points here, and Dunbar's matched them with 6, so 36-34 Bulldogs with 5:13 in the third.
Yes, and there's been 6 ties, Gary, and 5 lead changes.
Yeah, been a great ball game here.
Absolutely.
Full court press now by Nick Runyon and Dunbar. I was going to say he called off the Dogs, but no, it's tapped there by Humphreys. Took her hand off of it, and Hudson thought she tapped it out, but they're saying Peyton Humphreys stayed away from that ball.
Yeah, Dunbar is doing a phenomenal job stepping up the pressure and kind of had Woodford County had a little uneasiness on the turnover.
Shayla Cecil works it across the timeline, looking at that zone. Gives over to Cotton. Cotton to Peyton Humphreys. Little 10-footer. Got it. Well, Peyton Humphreys, she's money in front of that basket, isn't she?
Cha-ching.
Yep.
I mean, they do a great job, again, finding the seam in the open defense.
Rose being very patient. Lobs it over now to Moffitt. Moffitt across the line. Gives it now to Hudson, and she tries to go down to Enlow, and it's
rejected by Ellison Coons.
Harlow's back in there, too. She's in there now for Woodford County to join Delaney Enlow. Lob to Enlow, and she's in front of the basket, won't go.
It's the first one she's
missed.
First
miss and rebounded coming out of there,
Tipped.
partially blocked.
Yeah.
And Cotton gets it over to Fullwood. Fullwood stops on the left side, throws it up front of the iron. She draws the foul. She'll go to the line.
Yeah, number 24, Cotton. No, I'm sorry, check that. Number 24, Moffitt, just nicked her on the arm as she was going up, so I don't think she was quite ready for her.
Fullwood.
Well, I tell you what, Gary, she's just got that pretty shot, that pretty rotation on the ball, and everything is just good technique when she releases.
And she makes both free throws. That's 13 points. Cheyenne Fullwood, 40-34, 6-point lead for Dunbar. Woodford County going down low. They kick it back out. Harlow. Over it goes now. Hudson. Swing it to Rose. Rose penetrates, throws it up, no good, and rebounded by Dunbar. That's Elise Ellison Coons there to grab the rebound. Goes to Fullwood, and it's picked off by Hudson. Hudson. Moffitt down floor. Trying to give it back. Then it's picked off by Fullwood after they try to go back to Moffitt. Fullwood down the floor, and she throws that one out. It was touched there by Woodford. Woodford looks a little tired to me right now.
Yeah, and I told you the floor is going to be a factor.
Look a little tired, a little winded. 40-34, 3:39 in the third. Dunbar on top. Peyton Humphreys. Over to Fullwood. Cheyenne with 3:36. Peyton Humphreys out front, and it rattles out. Rebounded, and that was Harlow who rebounded it. Moffitt to Rose. Back to Moffitt. She's open from three. We're going to get a quick timeout call by Steve Jaco, and his player was wide open from
yeah,
a three.
But here's the thing that we were just talking about. They talked about the players being fatigued at the time, and he did an excellent job with the timeout, recognizing that. So just give them a quick rest to talk about their game plan and be able to execute.
40-34 Dunbar, and there's Steve Jaco. Peyton Humphreys, we're going to spotlight her in the Peyton Humphreys as she comes down. Peyton Humphreys.
Yeah, she's shooting 3 of 7 from the field right now.
Peyton Humphreys. And then you get it to her free throw line. Knocks it down. She's got a good free throw line jumper.
Oh, yeah. And then also, she's also got 6 rebounds, so she's spreading it out, and she's just doing it all aspects of her game right now that it's just really balanced.
Peyton Humphreys, 40-34. Dunbar by 6. 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Inlow over to Harlow, and she's going to be tied up by Michaela Cecil, and they'll say Dunbar basketball.
It's very obvious that Paul Lawrence Dunbar has stepped up their pressure.
Can Woodford respond? That's the key. You got to respond to that Dunbar pressure. Elise Ellison-Coons to Fullwood, back to Ellison-Coons. Michaela Cecil angles right side. Now they dump it to Peyton Humphreys. She goes right side now as they give it up there to Stevenson. Stevenson down low has it, and she loses the basketball. It's loose on the floor, and this jump ball will go to Woodford County.
One thing about, is it Stevenson, number 42?
Yes.
She brought the ball down.
Yes.
Cardinal sin, do not bring the ball down.
Janae should have gone straight up with that.
Straight up, and she was open. She's got to go straight up, keep the ball above.
That's coming from a Moorhead State grad. Keep it above. Rose over to Moffitt. Hands it now to Hudson. Ball picked up by Rose. Peyton Rose, only 2 points. 40-34. Delaney Inlow finally missed a shot. She's 8 of 9 for Woodford. See if they go down to her, and they go down to Harlow. She turns and puts it up and in. Harlow said, okay, I'll take it.
That was kind of an odd shot. She kind of had it contorted behind her head.
Cecil with the left hand. Runner won't go. Rebound, and we're going to have a foul called, and it's going to go on Stevenson, I believe. She picked it up. Janae Stevenson. That's her second foul. 40-36.
Stevenson thought she had an opening there, because Inlow didn't do a very good job getting her elbows wide and chinning the ball, but she just kind of stuck it out there, but she just got the wrong part of her arm.
Woodford County can cut it to 2, and coming back in will be Jaco, and going out will be Kayla Harlow. Boy, she hit a big bucket there for Woodford.
Oh, yes.
Rose and Moffitt play catch, trying to get it across. Now they get it across the 10-second line. And they go into Cotton, picks it up, but she stepped out of bounds as she jumped in front of Jaco over there in front of the Woodford bench.
I really like the way she picked up that play, and she was really on that, and she had a good athletic move to try to steal the ball.
Hudson can't handle it there. Out top, Moffitt lets a 3 go. Got it!
Big time shot by Moffitt.
Makes it 40-39. The lead cut to
we got a foul.
1 point. We got a foul called too.
I think the big girl was hooking her on the block out, so she hooked her arm around her, and she got the hold on that.
So the three-pointer counts.
Oh, that was on Inlow, so that's her second personal foul.
40-39. Yeah, right there's a clear out. Inlow was clearing out underneath. They called the foul, but the three-pointer does count. So three-pointer by Moffitt. Boy, Moffitt drained it. 40-39. We're back to a 1-point ball game. Dunbar's Cotton looking for Fullwood. Gives it to her in the corner, left side. Swings it back out to Cotton. Around they come to Michaela Cecil. Looking at the Woodford zone. They go over left side now to Cotton. Now to Michaela Cecil. Thought about the 3. Kicks it over to Fullwood to Peyton Humphreys. Back to Fullwood. Loses the basketball. Jaco there battling and a jump ball called, and that will go back to Dunbar. So the next possession will favor Woodford. 1:12 to go here in the third, and the Bulldogs lead 40-39.
I tell you who's been kind of quiet is Fullwood.
Yes.
They got to get her some more looks from the outside.
Peyton Humphreys out front. Goes over to Fullwood.
See what I mean?
There's one on the left side. That one's off the mark. Rebounded by Peyton Humphreys. Humphrey there to clear the offensive glass and give Dunbar more opportunities with a minute to go here in the third quarter. 40-39. Left side to Fullwood. Free throw line extended. Moves in the left elbow. Kicks it over to Cotton right side. Cotton underneath to Coons, and she shoots it no good. Tapped around, and you see who got a hand on that one. Delaney Enlow.
Yes, an excellent job by Jaco ripping it down and starting the offense.
Jaco got the recipient of that action there by Delaney Enlow. 40-39. Woodford can take the lead on this trip. Yellow Jackets, Lady Jackets of Woodford County. They go to Enlow, swing it around the right side, and they tap it out. They were trying to go to Hudson, but the ball came over to it, was tipped, and she couldn't handle it, went out of bounds.
Yes, unfortunate event.
Sure was. 20 seconds, 19, 40-39. Michaela Cecil across the line there for Dunbar over to Cotton. Down to 12 seconds. And Fullwood gives it back to Cecil. 8 seconds. They go now to Michaela Cecil. 5-4. Michaela Cecil backs it back out and kicks it over the right side. Fullwood and the three-pointer. They're going to count it. They're going to count it. It's good.
Oh, my goodness.
So Fullwood's three will count.
Do you have the replay on that, William?
At the end of the third. And
William's going to get the replay.
We're going to take a look at that again and see if Fullwood's three did indeed count before she released it. And there's the horn sounding when it was still in her hand, so we know it shouldn't have counted. But anyway, the Bulldogs lead 43-39 over the Lady Jackets with the fourth quarter action coming at you here on PrepSpin.com.
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
Gary Ball with Julie Muntz back here, and they did wave that three-pointer off.
Yes, excellent job by the referee crew to talk about it, and they did get the call right.
They conferred, and they said, hey, the horn had sounded, did not count. So it's 40-39. Woodford can take the lead here to start the fourth and final stanza. 7:55 to go here in the ball game. Woodford to Jaco out top. Comes over now, left side to Rose. Rose back to Moffitt, and Cotton knocks it away. Cotton gives to Fullwood, leaves it out to Cecil. Cecil drives, hangs, won't go, and Jaco there with a good rebound. Leads it out, and Moffitt trying to chase it down. And on the right side, she does, goes to Enlow. Enlow turns and scores.
A-U-T-O-matic.
M-O-N-E-Y. Money.
Money, money, money.
41-40.
What a game, Gary.
Jackets, Lady Jackets on top here, 7-16. They go baseline. Coons throws it up, no. Rebounded by Peyton Humphreys, no. Coons might be over the back, no call. They give it now to Jaco. I thought Elise Ellison Coons might have been called for over the back there, Julie.
Yeah, I mean, there's a fine line between over the back and on the back, so.
Jaco, left side won't go. Rebounded, put up, no. Battling left side, and that won't go for Enlow. She had a point-blank layup. It's 41-40. Lady Jackets, 6:46. Fullwood stops from 15, and it rolls out. Tapped around, and coming down with it is Harlow. Harlow clears it out to Rose. Goes over now to Moffitt. Moffitt goes in right side, and we're going to have a foul called on Cotton, and it'll be her third.
Yes, excellent job. Cotton did not have her feet set and get there, so she did throw her body into the offensive player.
Since that three-pointer, they waved it off at the end of the third. Dunbar has not scored. Jackets lead 41-40.
And what a game we are watching.
6:33 here in the ball game. Enlow sensational. Left side she goes now to Hudson. Hudson out to Rose, to Jaco. Jaco back it goes now to Hudson. Hudson, and she traveled with it. Turn it over to Dunbar. So Dunbar will have the basketball. They're down 41-40, 6:18 to play here in regulation.
Oh, my goodness.
We have had six ties
and 6 lead changes.
Across the line, Michaela Cecil, finalist for Miss Basketball in this state. Down low, Peyton Humphreys, and she goes underneath a little bit too far, and I think Enlow might have got a piece of that.
I believe you're right.
Coming out there with it, Rose. They go down to Harlow, and she puts it off glass. Kayla Harlow.
Boy, she is coming on late, and she's doing an excellent job just taking her time on the shot.
Shayla Cecil out top. Goes to Peyton Humphreys. Humphreys goes to Cheyenne Fullwood. 43-40. Crossover. Left side, here's Elise Coons, and that three, she banked it in. It's
what
good.
What a tough shot.
9 points in this half for Elise Ellison Coons, and we're tied at 43. That's our 7th tie. 43 all, 5:20 to play. Woodford County's Rose in between now, working on Cecil. Kicks it out now, and here is a three-pointer. Won't go there for Hudson. Stuck back up and in by Enlow.
Big rebound, big shot by Big Enlow.
20 points now for Enlow to go with those 12 rebounds. 20 points, 12 rebounds.
And I believe she's leading all scorers.
45, Michaela Cecil comes over to Fullwood. Cheyenne goes to Peyton Humphreys, baseline jumper off the mark, and there's another rebound for Delaney Enlow. She kicks it out now to Hudson. Hudson, and she throws a good steal there by Coons. I tell you, Ellison Coons, good anticipation. Here comes Dunbar to Fullwood. Three-pointer left side off the mark, rebounded by Hudson. Abby Hudson with a good rebound. 45-43. Woodford County on top by 2. 4:20 to play.
Oh, my goodness.
Rose, and we're going to get a timeout
good
called
timeout
by Steve Jaco. Timeout with 4:15 to play. It's Woodford County Lady Jackets 45, Lady Bulldogs of Dunbar 43. We'll be back to the girls' 11th region tournament, brought to you by White, Greer, and Maggard.
They have gotten a lot of our money.
Yes.
3 kids and braces.
Yeah, I know it.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
All S, all P, all O, R-T, S. Pick it up in all sports. Pick it up in all sports.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing their banking online with Whitaker Electronic Banking.
341,000 transactions were made on the go last year using the Whitaker Bank mobile app.
Over 340,000 text alerts were sent last year with Whitaker Bank text banking.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back.
Woodford puts it in play to Delaney Enlow. She goes over to Jaco. Down low they go now to Moffitt and turn it over. Boy, Woodford County got a little careless there.
Yeah, you're right, Gary. It's just like they had a little bit of uncertainty there. They hesitated, and when you hesitate,
Dunbar's going to pounce all over that.
They're going in for the jugular on that.
Yeah. So Dunbar basketball, they can tie it up or take the lead with a 3. 4 minutes and 3 seconds to go. 45-43. Peyton Humphreys, free throw line, comes over now to Cheyenne Fullwood. Out to Cotton. Peyton Humphreys dribbles in, swing it out to Cotton, over to Michaela Cecil. Cecil moves in on Rose, goes to the basket, throws it up and in.
What an excellent layup by Michaela Cecil.
She has 7 points now and just 3 of 10 shooting. 45-45. We're tied for the 8th time.
Ooh.
Lob goes over to the left side to Moffitt. Moffitt looking for Enlow. She's clearing out down below. And she traveled with it, so turn it over to – so 2 consecutive turnovers by Woodford County, and Dunbar has it tied right now, and they could take the lead with this possession. 45 all. Cotton to Peyton Humphreys. Humphreys over to Fullwood, back out to Cotton, in the middle of Peyton Humphreys, down low to Elise Coons, rolls out of there and rebounded for her 14th time by Delaney Enlow. 14 rebounds, 20 points. Right side, and there's a three-pointer off the mark. There's Delaney Enlow with her 15th rebound, puts it up and in.
That's 22 points for Enlow, the workhorse.
And her 15th rebound. 47-45. There's Cecil, has it blocked by Enlow. Down the lane, Moffitt looking, back to Hudson. Hudson goes left side, put it up and in.
Woodford
Abby
County
Hudson
is on a run.
49-45, Lady Jackets. Matt Calvert will be proud of the way his Lady Jackets have played tonight. Left side to go, Cotton swings it over to Fullwood. 49-45. Michaela Cecil. Elise Coons goes now to Fullwood, puts it up and in. Boy, she got the kind roll.
Looks like timeout on the Dunbar bench. Fullwood just does a great job being in the right place at the right time.
She has 15 points. With 2:15 to play, it's 47 for Dunbar, 49 Lady Jackets. There's a good look at Steve Jaco working it over there. Here's a replay, and see some action there, and we can't see that monitor.
I can't. I'm getting too old, Gary.
Yeah, I can't. I got old eyes. That monitor needs to be a lot bigger for me. I'm used to the.
But the nice thing, it's HD TV.
Yeah, I know.
William Warford doing a great job over there.
Yeah, William does a great job, but there's a good shot there by Woodford County.
Hudson.
49-47, your leading scorers in the game. 22 for Delaney Enlow with 15 rebounds, 17 for Ellison Coons, the freshman.
Oh, my goodness.
They got to deal with her 3 more years.
3 more years, and then she is putting up great numbers. But, you know, what I see going on at the moment is you have 36 rebounds by Woodford County to Dunbar's 25.
So a plus 11 there for Woodford. Enlow, good pass over to left side. They give it back to Enlow in the paint, put it up, and boy, it rolls in there. Enlow's possessed. She's on a mission. You can just see it in her face.
24 points
15
in the paint.
rebounds. 51-47. Lady Jackets on top. They give it to Fullwood. Out they swing it now to Cotton. Cotton goes in, puts it up, and blocked by Delaney Enlow. How many blocks
Looks
she got?
like she's got 3.
Delaney Enlow, here's a shot by Elise Coons, won't go, and battle for it. And Cotton, they're battling, and she's going to be fouled. Boy, good job by Nia Cotton going to war there. Franklin County, I tell you, Delaney Enlow can hurt you in so many ways, rebounding, scoring, and block shots. 51.
And that's huge for your team. That makes up a lot.
Nia Cotton will be up there. She's not a prolific scorer, not a big scorer. As a matter of fact, that's her first point in the game.
Yeah.
But she handles the ball and does a lot of other things for you.
What I like about her, Gary, she's got such a great basketball IQ.
Yes.
It's like she gets it to the right person.
She can make it a 2-point game. Misses it. Another rebound by Enlow. Gets it out to Rose. 51-48. Woodford on top. Rose throws it out to Hudson. Hudson clears it out to Jaco. Jaco. And let's see, we're going to have a foul call as Jaco moved it in. And let's see who they called it on. They called it. I think she was bailed out by that call, actually.
May have been.
Because I think she was going to walk.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes, but, again, it's hats off to Dunbar right now with stepping up their pressure. So
yeah, minute 22, 51-48. Woodford County on top of Dunbar here in the girls' 11th region. We'll be back on PrepSpin.com.
At Lexington Diagnostic Center, we love athletes.
We understand that when you are injured, the results of an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray can be the only thing keeping you off the field.
And that's what we're here for.
Same or next day appointments, front door parking, and our on-site radiologists make it easy for you to quickly get the results you and your doctor need. Call and compare prices.
We can save you hundreds of dollars.
We would love to help get you back in the game.
Lexington Women's Health is an all-female OBGYN practice in Lexington made up of board-certified obstetricians, gynecologists, certified nurse midwives, and physician assistants. We are supported by a well-trained and compassionate.
Puts it in play. They go over there to Hudson, and she's going to be fouled. But the thing about it is
they have a couple of
both
fouls
these teams
to
have
here.
fouls to
Yeah.
give.
Yeah, so they're actually fouling early to try to get to the bonus.
Early and often.
Yeah.
Minute 19 to go in this game, and it's 51-48 Woodford, and that's only the 4th team foul against Dunbar. Jaco goes in now to Hudson, and she's going to be fouled by Peyton Humphreys.
Yeah, and what's critical right now for Woodford County is clock management. Very, very important to manage the clock, take control of your possessions and get the best shot.
That's the first foul on Peyton Humphreys. Jaco, and it's knocked out there by Dunbar as Fullwood came flying over.
Well, it looks like she knocked her down in the process.
So that is going to be 16 foul. Yep, it's going to be on Fullwood. That's her second. So the next foul, Woodford will be in the bonus.
Oh.
And it's stolen by Michaela Cecil. Cecil flies down court, hangs, and put it in.
What a crucial shot by Michaela Cecil.
Woodford County comes out of there with it. It's 51-50, and now it will be the bonus for Hudson, Abby Hudson, and Woodford County. They'll be in the 1+1.
What I like about Michaela Cecil is even though she's down 1 point, is she's doing an excellent job with her leadership on the floor. She's directing the girls on what to do, the encouragement, the leadership. I like her play.
Michaela has 9 points, 17 for Ellison Coons, 15 for Fullwood, 24 for Delaney Enlow. Free throw in and out. Rebounded by Michaela Cecil. Gives to Peyton Humphreys. Humphrey gives back out to Ellison Coons. Back to Michaela Cecil. 53 seconds in regulation. 51.
Think they're going to play for one shot or just
Nick Runyon has got the clenched fist over there. Over to Cheyenne Fullwood.
You don't want to leave her open.
Michaela Cecil, 40 seconds to go. 51-50, Woodford on top. Pick set, Michaela Cecil. Scissors in, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line. She'll shoot a couple of free throws with 34.4 seconds.
Looks like they're going to put it on number 11, Jaco.
So Jaco picked up her second foul. That's the team's 4th foul. At the line will be Michaela Cecil. She'll shoot 2. One thing about Michaela Cecil, 85.6, one of the top free throw shooters in the state. I think she's number 3.
You said 86%, is that what you said? What I also like about her is she's so calm and collected out there. She's never nervous, or she's got that one look on her face, and that's drive and determination.
She connected on both free throws. Moffitt throws it away, throws it to Fullwood, and she's fouled.
Actually, I think that's a good play because they fouled her before she even shot the ball. So they've waved that off.
Yeah, wave that off, and Dunbar will put it in play. That's the 5th team foul. And Anaya Cotton will come back in, and we're going to have a timeout called. 30 seconds to go. We'll keep it here, 52-51. Dunbar has the lead, and they'll have the basketball.
This is exciting, Gary. I mean, it's like back and forth, 9 ties, 7 lead changes.
9 ties in this game. And we said it was 51-48. Woodford had the lead. Michaela Cecil got the steal. she took it all the way down and maneuvered and somehow put it in. And I tell you what, Dunbar has a look back from there.
Yeah, and we've also talked a little bit about, it's going to boil down to free throws that's going to win this game. And the free throw margin looks like it's 6 for 12 on Woodford County, and then 7 for 8
right
for Dunbar.
So Nia Cotton will put it in play. Dunbar up 52-51. They come over to Michaela Cecil, 28 seconds. And yes, Peyton Rose will just foul her quickly.
And you're putting an 86%.
Well, that's only the 16th foul.
Yeah, that's right.
So they got one more to give.
One more to give.
Now this one will put them in the bonus. 52-51 Dunbar. Go to Michaela Cecil in backcourt. 25 seconds to go. Michaela Cecil cross the line over to Coons, and we're going to have a foul called, and we're going to send, I believe it'll be Ellison Coons.
Yep.
She's 2 for 2 tonight. 2 for 2.
Big free throw right here.
It'll be the 1+1 for Elise Ellison Coons. She has 17 points, and she'll shoot. This will be the 1+1. It won't be the double bonus. Put it up and knocked it down. Boy, cool customer.
And you're talking about a freshman on the line too. So
cool customer.
Wow.
18 points for Ellison Coons. Her 19th would be big because it would put Dunbar up by 3, and it would take a 3 by Woodford. Missed it. Rebounded by Enlow. Enlow with her 17th rebound. Quickly the other way, Rose. Gives in the corner. Rose penetrates, throws it up, won't go, and not sure what she was doing. Coming out there with it was Cecil, and she's going to be fouled.
I'm just not sure if that was the best. She's just like she rushed the shot.
I think was trying to go to Enlow, and then some reason she just threw the ball into the Dunbar
right into their hands. Yeah. It was almost like a panic mode situation.
Timeout on the floor, 53-51 Dunbar. The winner gets Scott County Friday night. That's an enviable task.
What are they, number 3 in the state right now? Scott County's playing some good ball.
29-2. 29-2, the overall record for Scott County. Here's the action tomorrow night. Darren and Julie will give you that first game, Henry Clay, Franklin County, and then Coach Drew and I will be back with Madison Central, Lafayette. I tell you what, should be 2 really good games tomorrow night in this girls 11-3.
Oh, absolutely. And again, I couldn't stress enough, for the boys and the girls, this region is loaded with talent. And, if you're not here at EKU with these games, catch it on.
It was 51-48 Woodford County, and it's been 5 straight points by Dunbar here, and they lead 53-51. They're going to be at the free throw line, 86% free throw shooter.
And I was mentioning, too, is that comes from that leadership of Cecil, keeping her team calm in these stressful situations.
Michaela has 11 points, and she's perfect at the line, 2 for 2. 53-51 Dunbar, 5.7 seconds in this game. Gary Ball with Julie Muntz and William Warfield, King of Stream, and Darren Douglas. Free throw rolls out, rebounded by Jaco. Jaco leads it out to Rose. Long pass picked off by Coons, and it's over. Elise Ellison Coons with the pickoff, and then seals the deal, and Dunbar wins it 53-51. One heck of a ball game.
And what a play by Ellison Coons, the freshman, getting the pickoff and leading her team with 18 points.
She did everything, and it was Delaney Enlow, 24 points, 17 rebounds to lead Woodford County lead all scorers.
Hey, I'll tell you what, if these Kentucky in-state coaches aren't looking at Enlow, I'm telling you what, this girl can rebound, block shots. I mean, I just love the way that girl plays, and I love the way Woodford passes. But however, what an excellent job.
And Darren has coach. Let's go courtside.
Here with the winning coach, Nick Runyon. And coach, we over here at PrepSpin, we thought this might be the best game of the first 2, and boy, it lived right up to it. It was nip and tuck all the way.
That was a dogfight, wasn't it? Listen, Delaney Enlow is a beast. She's a monster. We tried just about everything we could. We fronted her, we denied her, we doubled her. I think she missed 1 shot. I don't know, maybe 1, maybe 2. I have no idea. But at the end of the game, we made a couple of defensive plays, and right now we're just kind of happy to be moving on. I mean, they deserved to win that game. They played their butts off. Jaco had a great game plan, and we kind of got lucky there.
Cecil didn't have her best game tonight, and that steps Ellison Coons as well as Fullwood for you to help out. And usually, though, when you get to postseason, your star players are going to get theirs maybe, but you may need a second and third scorer. Yeah,
Cheyenne Fullwood stepped up for us in the district. She wants to play well for us. Elise stepped up. And when Shay doesn't make shots or when she doesn't have her best game, those two have been stepping up. Peyton made a couple of huge buckets down here at the free throw line. We just made a couple of more plays. I mean, it came down to one or two plays, and sometimes the ball bounces your way and sometimes it doesn't.
Now you got 3 nights to prepare for Scott County.
Yeah, can we play with 7 girls on defense with them? I mean, I don't know. They're going to run and gun. They're an excellent team, number 3 team in the state going into the region. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
You had to deal with a lot of size tonight. You got a lot more to deal with on Saturday.
Yeah, and they're deep. They're deep.
Congratulations, Coach. What do you want? Hot or mild? You choose it, Coach.
Take the hot.
There you go. Congratulations, Coach. Nick Runyon of Dunbar, Gary, and we thought it might be the best game of the first night.
Yeah.
Might be the best game of the opening round in general.
Yeah, you're right, 53-51, and Woodford had that 51-48 lead there, and then all of a sudden it evaporated. They gave up 5 straight points to Dunbar. They went at 53-51. It was a barn burner here at Paul S. McBrayer Arena. And Matt Calvert, he would have been proud of his Woodford County Lady Jackets, but he definitely would have been proud of Delaney Enlow.
Oh, yeah. And again, this is basketball is a game of runs, and it was definitely a lot of runs happening during this matchup.
24 points for the big girl tonight, 17 rebounds. So one shy of that record you talked about of 18 rebounds, but she's going to get 20 rebounds, I guarantee you, before she's going to get 20 rebounds for her.
I was talking to a bunch of ADs over here, and they thought she had 20 already. I think those were the block shots they had.
Your mic's not on there. Your mic on?
Both these teams are fairly young, too.
Yep. Yes. Thank you, Darren. 8 points tonight from Abby Hudson, 6 for Moffitt. For Dunbar, Elise Ellison Coons with 18, Cheyenne Fullwood with 15, Michaela Cecil with 11, but Cecil did hit the big free throws there. So final 53-51, Woodford County drops out of the 11th region tournament, and Dunbar, they survive in advance. That's what you got to do in these tournaments, survive in advance.
That's right. And what an exciting game. And again, hats off to Woodford of how hard they played. And I really like their team, and they have a real young team coming back. And as Darren Douglas said, too, is it's time to start softball, I guess, because there's 4 out of the 5 starters that are studs in softball. And there's always something to look forward to as well.
Well, one thing they can hang their hat on, they out-rebounded Dunbar tonight by plus 10, 39-29.
and as Nick Runyon was saying, that was one of his keys to the game is the defensive and rebounds. And, that's something they're going to have to work on when they face Scott County is they're going to have to really focus and concentrate on that aspect.
Big night tomorrow night. 2 games of the 11th Region Girls gets underway. Darren Douglas and Julie will give you the call. I really like that Franklin County Henry Clay matchup. I think that's a really good matchup in the first game. Madison Central and Lafayette's a pretty good matchup in the second game. We should have 2 good ball games tomorrow night.
Oh, absolutely. And then again, we don't know who's going to come out of this because, one team's beating another team, and it's like we beat them, and we never know who's going to come out of this, but there's no actual favorite to win these games. But yeah, and also it's really great to see these teams excel at this level.
Dunbar just shot 20 of 62 tonight from the field. So when you look at that, that's not that great of a percentage. Whereas Woodford, 22 of 42. They're aided, though, by Enlow, 12 of 14 from the field.
Yeah, and she does a lot for them. And again, what a bonus and a plus to have a type of player like Delaney Enlow on your team to putting those types of numbers.
Woodford got 17 assists tonight, led by Abby Hudson, 6 assists, 5 for Moffitt, 4 for Rose. Those young ladies can pass the basketball.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And they're just great players. Hey, you know what also that sticks out to me, too, is, a difference, too. If you look at the turnover margin, 20 for Woodford County.
Just 3.
Just the 3, so that's a difference.
Oh, yeah, that's a difference, and that's what Dunbar's going to have to do against Scott County. They're not going to be able to turn the ball over. If they turn it over against Scott County, they'll get ran out of the gym. If they protect the basketball, they'll play with Scott County. That they can play with them. Michaela Cecil needs to come up big, I think.
Yeah, she's going to have to get the game of her life.
Ellison Coons and Fullwood, they've been doing their thing, 18 and 15 tonight, but I think Michaela Cecil's going to have to play Miss Basketball like basketball.
Yeah, basketball quality.
Yeah, so that'll be coming up Friday night, the semifinal. Scott County will play Paul Arntz Dunbar. But here's what we got for you tomorrow night. We will have Henry Clay, and they will battle Franklin County. Darren will give you the call of that one. And then we'll have Madison Central against Lafayette. That's tomorrow night. Here tonight, Scott County won big, 83-40, and Woodford County falls to Dunbar, 53-51. For William Warfield, for Julie Muntz, for Darren Douglas, this is Gary Ball. So long from EKU, the girls at 11th Region Tournament.